My next big project is this shed. It has fallen in and it is time to take it down. So just to give you a little history on this, in 1961, actually September of 1961, Hurricane Carla came through our area and did a lot of destruction, and in that a lot of wood washed up at our beaches here, and my granddad went down to the beach, loaded up his truck, I guess, and came home and built this shed. It has definitely stood the test of time, but it is completely rotten. A couple of months ago, my daughter's dad, his friend, put me some new electricity out here because electricity was originally inside the shed, and so it is waiting for spring, and spring is almost here, and so I want to get this taken down. It is just absolutely completely rotten, as you can tell, and I have my steel toe water shoes on, and I'll have some gloves and some safety glasses, and we're gonna get started on this. About 4 hours worth of work today, minus several breaks. Got quite a bit done. Got all the sheet metal taken off and started working on the wood frame. This wood isn't the wood that was from Hurricane Carla, so it's a little bit tougher to get off. It's newer wood. There's Oakley. He's been out here supervising me. Sure, you can better tell how much I got done today from this angle. Day 2 on this project. I wanted to show y'all this big old thick grapevine that has been growing here. It's been here for so long that the roots actually took the shape of the sheet metal. I guess y'all can see that it's so sunny I can barely see the screen on the camera, but it is thick. We're gonna have to get the chainsaw out and get that cut down. Wrap for day 2. I got the whole lean-to part. That section that I just demoed was where my granddad would store the lawnmower. It was kind of like a lean-to, and tomorrow we'll start demoing the main part of the shed. I've been outside working all morning, and so I am through out there for a little bit. So I came in and took a bath, and now I'm going to eat a snack. I purchased these mini cucumbers and some cherry tomatoes, and so I've got them cut up, and I'm going to drink some Sprite and enjoy a light lunch. Next up, I need to go spread some fire ant bait. I've got a lot of ant mounds here in the yard. I need to get those taken care of. I've been concentrating outside, and so nothing's been getting done inside. So I need to get all these food finds put away, some trash, refill Oakley's dog food, put some cleaning products away. I think the king cake can go in the trash. It's almost gone anyway. And some porch finds that need to be put up. I'm gonna put some pizza in the oven for supper, and I'm gonna get some dishes washed. Got my pizza out of the oven for supper. I love these Totino pizzas with the pepperoni. Got me a canned Coke, and I'm fixing to relax for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back in here in the kitchen and get some more work. I need to restock too many things this week, but did need to re-up on Sprite, water, paper plates, the dog food, and I was able to get dishes washed. Spend a little bit of time here reorganizing my shelves, getting my food situated. I have a few Dollar Tree food finds that I want to get incorporated on the shelves as well. Went through each of the shelves and got all the old food, expired food taken out and taken to the trash, and everything is reorganized. Didn't get quite everything taken off of the table and put away, but I got quite a lot of things put away that were on the table. So I made progress. For breakfast today, I made me a turkey bacon, a cheese, egg, and tomato sandwich. It's so delicious. And I'm trying the Lady Boba brown sugar bubble tea. If you see that at the Dollar Tree, scoop it up It is absolutely delicious. I have been drinking that while I was cooking breakfast. Day 3, I'm going to start demoing from this side of the little build. A wrap for day 3. I got most of the boards on this side taken off. It's really starting to fall now, so I didn't take off the top 2 layers of boards, and I got a lot cleaned up over here. I'm gonna head in, get a shower, and get cooled off. It's pretty darn hot here. Just came in to take a little break from outdoors, and it made me a quick lunch. I thought I would share it with you. Use these El Monterey beef and bean chimichangas, heated up in the microwave. I added some of this Wolf brand chili. Did pick that up at the Dollar Tree sometime back. Some of that. Son-in-law's grandmother makes some amazing homemade salsa, and so I bought some from her, and it is delicious. I'll just use the Velveeta sliced cheese, and there it is. Oh my goodness, a quick little snack, and it is delicious. For those of you that did not see my short on this product review, I picked up this Fur Shark pet hair remover at the Dollar Tree. I did vacuum the dog's bed using my Dyson, and this was additional amount of hair that I was able to scrape, if you will, off of his dog bed. That's disgusting. That is how much hair was left behind even after vacuuming. I highly suggest this item if you have pets. You can use it on cats, for cats and for dogs. There's plenty of directions on the back, how to use it, and the different edges of the tool. It is a 4-way brush system. I was working in my home management binder, just updating a few things, getting some things stored away that I had ran across. So some essential oil information that I had. I had the schedule for the SPCA retail thrift store. They're closed once a month on the weekend, so this is the schedule. Some decorating ideas that I wanted to keep. I did get to check off getting a battery for my John Deere mower. I got that. That ended up being $85 instead of $50. Some YouTube papers. I found this from way back when I first started my channel, where I was jotting down what I wanted my channel description to be. So I wanted to save that. And then I have some recipes that I've been wanting to try that I got printed out. So I'm going to get all these things put in their particular tab. I'm up and at it early this morning, getting things done. And so I want to go ahead and get my first load of laundry into the washing machine. Laundry's all done. So I'll get all this put away, and then we can do some chit chat time. So it has actually been several days since I told y'all we were going to do chit chat, since I told y'all I was going to put the clothes away. But I'm here now. This will probably come after I said that, because of course it would make sense that I said I'm going to put y'all on the tripod after I put the clothes away. So you see this in order, but it's actually in total transparency, it's not in order. But earlier in this video, y'all saw me outside working on that old shed, and I ended up with poison ivy galore on my arms and on my legs. And so it has been a miserable past few days. So I haven't had poison ivy in a couple of years. In fact, the last time I got poison ivy, it was right when the C virus started, and you couldn't even get steroids. The doctor would not give me a steroid shot at that time because it makes you highly susceptible to that sickness that was going around at the time. So I have these. She had given me prescription to this cream, and so I started out my first couple of days using this cream to no avail. So I ended up having to call the doctor, and they got me right in, and I got a steroid shot right in the hip. And then they prescribed a steroid, I think 5 or 6, 7 days, I don't know, anyway, steroids for me to take. So I'm now in the throes of taking those steroids. But what I thought was interesting is that with the steroids, the doctor told me to get these to go with that. And I'd never heard of that before. Zyrtec and Pepcid. So Zyrtec is a histamine. I had to write this down. It's a histamine 1 blocker. And Pepcid is a histamine 2 blocker. So together, they're better than one. Like, they work better together for some instances. So with my itching, these two work together. I had no idea. I've never heard of this before. So I had to Google it because I wanted to know why I was being asked to take these. So she said, as long as I'm taking the steroids, take these. So I just thought I would share that with y'all. Maybe y'all have heard of it before, but I had never. And those are pretty pricey. This Zyrtec, $30.49. And Pepcid, $14.49. I actually when I went to CVS to get my steroid pills, spent $80.82. The actual steroids with my insurance, so thank God I have insurance. Let's see, 14 cents, 14 pennies for the actual prescription. And then this medicine was more. I actually, these I put on my medicine card, Payflex card. So they didn't cost right out of my bank account. But still, that's a lot. But I also got these, and these are a lot too. So y'all know I had that rash on my face, and I immediately needed to switch the products that I was using. And I went to this Burt's Bee brand, and this has been really good, and I have not had any problems. But it's a little spendy, more spendy than I was used to. But this is a new one. I wanted to try this eye cream, $16.49. I think I probably could have got this a little cheaper at Walmart. But guys, I'm not out on the streets running around. So to me, I'd rather pay a little extra more and just get whatever it is where I'm at. I can't be out there running the streets. So this is just a little bitty bottle. So you must just use probably a little squirt. I'm getting older, guys. I'll be 52 in April, and I'm really seeing the lines on my eyes. So I wanted to get this and give this one a go, this eye cream. And I've been using this one already. So I'm not quite out of this one, but I don't want to run out of it either. So, and this is just a bigger one, just like the eye cream. They look like they're exactly the same. Just this one's bigger. So, and I have been using this whole line. They have wipes. They have like a face cleaner. They have a night cream. They have a serum. And so I've been using the whole line, and I have not had any further like breakouts or rash on my face. So although they are a little bit more spendy, I think it's worth it. $16.49 for each product. So I got those. And then also I was just going to mention, if you are outside doing spring yard work, which is inevitable, that shed's still got to come down. Although I'm covered in poison ivy, it's still got to come down, and it's my responsibility to take it down. So I'm liable to get poison ivy again, but it is a good idea to use this Blue Dawn when you come in and you take your bath, to wash in this Blue Dawn to get rid of that oil that may be on your skin. So I did wash in this. I don't think I washed the first day, but the second day and the third day I know I did, but I still got it. And I really don't think that I actually got the poison ivy doing the actual demo, but there was a lot of leaves in that one area. And so when I got all the boards, I raked all that. In my mind, there's a pecan tree that hangs over the shed. In my mind, those were pecan tree leaves. In reality, I think they were poison ivy leaves because the poison ivy vines no longer had leaves on them. So I think as I'm raking, and I knew I wanted to throw those into the big trash can to put on the trash truck. So I'm raking and I'm using my arm to hold those leaves on to get them to the trash can. I think that's where I got all this, because I was being really careful to stay away. And they're not really budding. Those big vines aren't budding. So I really think that's where I got the actual poison ivy and not during the demo. And it's also a little on my knees. And you can see, well, I can't turn my arm, but I must have got some right here or right here. And then I closed my arm like this, so I got it on both sides. They match anyway. So next is, after I went to CVS, I had to drive across town. And so I'm driving the roads like 30 miles an hour. I was behind a car and I got pulled over. Like, I wasn't speeding. I was like in the flow of traffic. I get pulled over and the cop comes to the car and just starts interrogating me. Guys, I didn't know really. I knew I wasn't speeding. I didn't think I was speeding because I was in traffic. He said I was following it too close. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never heard of that before. I guess, I don't know. He said it's a law that you can't follow too close. I don't know how you gauge how close you are. Anyway, guys, don't follow too close. I mean, he's like in terror, like, is this your car? Like, come on, man, you have my driver's license. Y'all ran my plates. You know, probably know all the things, really. But I'm just a no, yes, sir, no, sir kind of girl. No confrontation with the police officer. That's the last person you want to have confrontation with. But he's like, do you have any weapons in here? Any illegal drugs? I just felt like I was just the worst person ever that was driving down the road going 30 miles an hour in my little granny car. That's kind of what, you know, you think of when you think of somebody driving a Cadillac. And anyway, he did give me a warning, but I don't know. I was like, for real, guys, now we're pulling people over out of traffic. I had to cross over, you know, 2 lanes to pull over for him to tell me I was following too close. I mean, we weren't in no hurry. Like, I'm literally, we were going at 30 miles an hour. I don't know, guys. Anyway, that is Chit Chat for today. It's hot in Texas. I don't know what the temperature's like in y'all's area, but those 3 days that I spent outside just about did me in. And then the poison ivy. Oh man, it's been a week, I tell you that. Anyway, guys, well, let's just press on with the week and see what else we can get into. I got the kitchen table all cleared off, and now it is time to undecorate Valentine's Day and get ready to decorate for spring and for Easter. Got the tree all stripped down of Valentine's decor and all of this buffalo check items need to go into the attic for Christmas next year. And then the rest of it is all Valentine's. So I'll get my Valentine box. Valentine's Day decor is now all put in the container and it is ready to go out in storage for another year. According to TikTok, if you give your dog a Squishmallow, he won't destroy it. He usually destroys his toys. These are on various stages of destruction. So let's see how he does with the Squishmallow. He is completely unimpressed with his new Squishmallow. Absolutely unimpressed. I'm sure he was 100% into this little Squishmallow. We'll see how it goes. This evening I was doing some meal prep for Oakley, and I don't think I've ever showed y'all when I do his eggs. So I do fry his eggs. He eats 1 egg per day for breakfast, and then I just make like a little egg cluster, if you will. It's just a little cluster, and then I'll put these 4 in a Tupperware. And then in the morning, I'll just already have his breakfast ready. I know I've shared with y'all a million times over his chicken that I prep for him, but I don't think I ever shared with y'all how I do his eggs. Here's the scrambled eggs. I do have this spoon in here. That way, whenever I scoop out his egg in the morning, I can just like chop, 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 and put it on his plate. And then this little bag of chicken, that's about 3 days worth of chicken. I just give him a little bitty bit of chicken and sprinkle it over his dog food. He's chasing squirrels. Oh, there's one up on the high line. it's irritating him. We're at CVS, and I came down this aisle. If you see the Kiss nails at the Dollar Tree, scoop them up. I know these aren't the exact ones that they've been selling, but you see the price on these, almost $9. Some of them are $6, and we're finding them for $1.25. You can't beat that. I was changing out my laundry detergent. This pod here is empty, and so I was gonna start my new one. And I noticed the price. So this one here was $20.99. I found that at Costco. It is the 104 pods. And so that was what, like 28 cents per pod. And then the latest one that I got was $27.24. That was for 85 pods. Picked that one up at Walmart. So 32 cents per pod at Walmart. Now this bigger one, it was originally, let's see, I wrote it down. It was $26.49. It had an instant savings of $5.50. That's how come it was $20.99. Oh, so if you have Costco membership, you might, consider checking out the prices on laundry detergent. That's a big difference in price. I know this one was obviously on instant savings. It's not on instant savings right now. It is $29.99 right now. But even at $29, you still get 20 more pods in this one, or what, 19 more pods for $2 extra. Anyway, so I think the better buy is still at Costco. But anyway, I just thought I would share that with y'all. If you have enjoyed this week's vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Become part of my friends here on YouTube. And I will see each of you in my next video. Bye, guys.